Good morning, everybody. Let's see. Can everyone hear me? I think this is working. Excellent. All right. I seem to have a really long latency on these, but I will try to respond to everybody in chat. We have a bit of some exciting stuff today because we have yet another Backrooms game. And surprisingly, it's not the first game as it was yesterday. But we also have a game that I'm kind of looking forward to called Postmouse, which I'm really hoping is about a cute mouse delivering mail, because that would just make my day. We are on the January 31st, Tuesday, and we're going to be looking at most of the games that came out on January 30th. I say most of because some of the games that came out on Monday we covered on Sunday, so yeah, it was just most of the games yesterday. But today we have all or some of the other ones. Anyways, sorry, I realized I lost entirely track of that sentence there. Okay, we're gonna move on here to our first game, which is called Amabilly, which is a good name, which is for sale for $5.19, down from $6.49, developed and published by Light Up. Amabilly is a lovely girl who loves rock and roll, and this story is about her greatest adventure. With her favorite guitar as a weapon, she faces strange creatures and even the greatest of the challenges. It's time to rock. Okay. Alright. Is that a guitar she's holding? Huh. Okay, so here's a question. We have a couple of people watching right now. Do you want to hear these things? Because then I can't talk over them very easily. Because there's cool rock music. But oh no, it is a guitar. It just really doesn't look like a guitar when she's using it. All right. Anyways. Oh, you turn into a submarine when you go underwater. All right. This looks very cute. But it doesn't have enemies, or at least it doesn't look like it. All right. You can buy stuff. Cool. 2D platformer featuring. Let me see. I'm gonna see if I can turn on the music for all of you a little bit. Okay, can you hear this? Okay, yeah. I don't know. I will be pausing it for a second. Okay, so play as Amabilly, a lovely girl who loves rock and roll. One day she got sick and found herself in a dangerous place where Okay, where there should be an H there, I think. Strange creatures rules the world. Now it's up to her to face those bodies using her weapon as her favorite guitar. So it is a guitar, it's just a little hard to read in the sprite, right? You can see there is guitar stuff there. It was just sort of confusing me. Okay, they have boss monsters. And they do have different environments. Alright, so this is a sort of dungeony place. No reviews, though. Amabilly, why do you have no reviews? December 15th. It's a while. Did you not tell anyone about your game? Because, like, okay, it's a platformer. Platformers are not super popular, but, like, we saw the pizza game that came out this week did really well. And so I'm guessing that Amabilly just didn't. I'm a bit disappointed that the music isn't rock. Yeah, I'm a bit disappointed too. So this is a bummer. Oh, we got Hearts' Health. For anyone keeping track of how many games have Hearts' Health, this is another one. This looks very competently made, and it's very, very cute. So the only thing I can guess as to why it has gotten no response is just not getting the traffic from Light Up, which is a bummer. I'm going to unfortunately guess maybe 100 sales for this one, and move on to Ara and the Empty Universe. Ara and the Empty Universe is for sale for 90 cents, down from 129, developed and published by Bazim Aziz. It's been a few months since everyone mysteriously vanished. You find yourself driving from city to city looking for anyone and anything. But so far, your searches yielded nothing. You've got to keep looking, keep busy, you can't let your thoughts fester. Then we have kind of a little Red Riding Hood character. This is a very striking character design. Okay, so... What are we doing? What is the game? Okay. Okay, so they do have a Discord. That's good. But there's no information about the actual game. Okay, gameplay, walking. The odd password and rizzle puzzle. Wait, don't go. There's a good story, please. Interesting choice. I mean, I think that will actually work for some people. Let's see. There's 2 pre-release reviews by people who received the product for free. This review is presented by... Oh, okay. So there is actually like walking around sections. And that looks like something magical is happening. I like the character expression there. That reminds me of Ruby Quest. Okay, Pasima says, is this your first game? No, you have a few other games. You released one for last year for free, with a similar art style and a similar kind of game where you were walking around, and it was spooky. Okay. Well, let's see. A couple of people have played it. Somebody looked at it on Twitch a couple of months ago, and the game page went up on the 13th of January. So, in that time, they amassed 16 followers and no reviews. What do I say to this one? I really do like the character designs, and I think this one is sort of falling into the comprehensibility problem, where it's like, but what is the game? Is a question that is important to answer. They're playing this for... Okay, here we go. This is more of a gameplay trailer. Okay, what am I going to guess on this one? Oh, wait. I could check their previous game and see how that one did. Wait, no, that is the current game. Come on now. Oh, this did quite well. It was free, though, and this is paid. So what am I going to guess? I mean, that suggested that they got 3 or 4,000 people looking at their previous one, but they did not capitalize on it. Okay. What am I going to guess? I'm going to guess 200 and really hope I'm wrong, and then they get the sales that their other game got, because It looks really cool. It's just a little confusing. Right, moving on. To Awakened Evil. Awakened Evil is for sale for $7.89, down from $10.49. Developed by Josiah Johnson and Jed Johnson, and published by Josiah Johnson. So we have a family game. I think maybe we've seen these two before. Let's see. Is an action platformer inspired by the classics. Jump and slash your way through intense linear stages that will put your skills to the test. Do you have what it takes to slay all the bosses and to take on evil itself? I don't know. Alright, we got really chiptuning some music. Looking very Castlevania-y. That's a fun little Minotaur guy. Alright, nicely varied environments. I love the expression there. Oh no, I've been decapitated. Okay. So, yeah, it's a very classic puzzle platformer. Or not puzzle platformer, action platformer. There's a demo. Good job. And 6 reviews. Not bad. Nice little tough pixel game with built-in speedrunning mode. Oh, that's cool. That's a good idea. Challenging game with colorful graphics. 6 awesome levels. Alright, not particularly long. It looks like this person, Apperson, beat it. So it's like 4 hours. Alright, cool. It doesn't look like it's a Metroidvania. It's just an action platformer. So you like beat levels and then you move on. And 6 people played it. A couple of people looked at it on Twitch yesterday. And they had 46 followers. So, oh, this has been in production for a while. Since September 28th of 2021. And only a few followers from all that time, which is too bad. It's 6 positive and no negative reviews, which is pretty good. But platformers struggle, and this one, while looking like a really good example of the form, doesn't have a hook, I don't think, at least for me, to say like, yeah, this is a game that I absolutely need to play right now. The capsule image being pixel art is probably not helping them gain reach. The demo is really good. Excellent job on that. And it looks like they were actively supporting it. But I'm only going to guess maybe 300 sales for this one. That's my guess. And now we have a game that inexplicably has an underscore in its name, called Backfirewall underscore. I worked on a game with an underscore in its name. It's not a good idea. It makes like all the forms upset. All right, it really does have. Okay, so I think it's meant to be the cursor, because I think this is a computer game, like a game about computers, not a game on a computer. All the games are on computers. All right, hello and welcome to Backfirewall underscore, a first-person tragicomic adventure set inside a smartphone. Oh, okay, I've seen this one before. You are the update assistant. Solve wacky puzzles to counter the update and save the previous operating system from deletion. The fate of the system is in your hands. So this is
in a land inside a smartphone. A first-person adventure begins.
So this is a first-person puzzle game where that seems to be kind of in the Stanley Parable style, except it's actual puzzles. Lots of voiceover dialogue, lots of sort of funny comedian characters and stuff. It looks pretty cool. Yeah, I remember seeing this a while ago and thinking like, yeah, that's a cool game. I like this kind of game personally. Right, very funny character designs. This person has a pair of lips and like a bunch of abstract shapes. Backfirewall is a really interesting way to approach puzzles, storytelling, and philosophical questions. Played for 6 hours. Loving the game so far. Played for 1 hour, and then went back and played more. Always good to see that. If someone has been like, I must leave a review of the game, and typed out a review, and then gone back and played more, always a good sign. That ending at about 6 hours. So it seems like it's about 6 hours long. If you like meta jokes and quirky British villains, this is the game that will feel right at home for you. Cool. Let's look at your charts, Backfirewall. So, a bunch of people are playing it, 52 now, and 73 at peak. There was a brief Twitch stream for a couple hundred people. And the store page went up on what looks like June 14th. So they had a few days, and I don't think they wasted it. Nope, they got 1,675 followers. So that's about 16,000 wish lists. They have 36 positive reviews and no negative reviews, which is very, very good in terms of percentages, which means that this is polished as heck, because first-person puzzle games often get a bunch of negative reviews because of how fiddly they can be for things like physics. So, excellent job, Narrabin Games. Oh, I didn't mention that this game was on sale for $17.54, down from $19.49, and it's developed by Narrabin Games and published by All In Games. Narrabin, have you made anything else? You have. So Narrabin... No, this is All In. I don't think Narrabin has made anything else, but All In has published a bunch of other stuff. I recognize some of these. I know Red Wings for some reason. Anyways, well, they've probably already sold about 500 games. They have about 1,675 followers, so I'm going to guess 2,000 for them. That's going to be my guess. Best of luck, Narrabin Games. Ooh, those are not functional things that I typed in there. Moving on to Bargain Invaders, which is for sale for $1.16, down from $1.29, meaning it is technically a bargain game. Developed and published by Jose Luza. Let's take a look. Fight your way through space and avoid being blown to bits. Okay, it really is Space Invaders. Based on this, I was really expecting some kind of bee pun to happen, but no, it's really just Space Invaders. Okay. This is reminding me of the Asteroids game that we saw last week, where it was really just asteroids. No reviews. Okay. This capsule is pretty cool. I like the chunky text. I like this ominous dude. It doesn't really convey the fact that it's really just Space Invaders, though. Okay, this was put up on the 17th of January. And they got 2 followers. And no reviews. So, pretty clearly this is a single developer. Jose Luza, have you done anything else? You have done other bargain games recently. So these were just before I started doing this review thing. Bargain Blocks, are you another very common kind of game? No, but you're very simple. And Bargain Toter. Nope, that was Bargain Blocks again. Come on, click on the right thing here. And Frogger. Okay, so this person is just recreating old arcade games and then selling them for cheap. All right, you do you, Jose. What am I going to guess for this? 40, maybe? I don't know. Moving on to Biblios Dice, which is for sale for $12.99, developed by Offbit Studios LLC and Dr. Finn's Games, and published by Offbit Studios. Biblios Dice is a digital adaptation of the dice game by Dr. Finn. Okay, so I'm guessing that there's a real version of this. In it, you are working as medieval monks to produce illustrations and improve the prestige of your abbey. Manipulate the value of the 5 different resources, buy and sell at the market, and gain the bishop's favor. Okay. All right, I like the background. This looks like a clear version of this game. Like someone took a board game and was like, all right, let's make a really clean version of that for this. Unfortunately, I cannot parse what's going on at all, which I think is probably because the original board game is complicated, right? This looks like one of those complicated European resource trading card games. And unfortunately, I think this was the wrong trailer, right? This is very polished, but you have to assume that anyone who is looking at this trailer on Steam probably has not played the game in reality. So I think what they needed to do for the trailer was explain the game, like have text on screen, have the voiceover saying like, here's how you play. I'm just going to check to see if the voiceover is actually saying that though. No voiceover. It's just the sounds of the game. So yeah, I think that's what they needed to do. They needed to walk us through how to play the game so that we understand that it is a cool game to play. This is a pretty good capsule, though I think some people will think just because of the text that it's a mobile port, and it might be a mobile port. I don't know. This is in early access. Biblios Dice is a digital application of a game by Dr. Finn. In it, you are working as medieval monks. Okay. Yep, that's my thought. They needed to explain how the game works, because if you don't do that, then people won't know what they're looking at. It just looks like a weird rolling thing with colors on it and dice. Also, probably need to start marketing your game before the 17th of January. That would be my guess. They did get 12 followers. I'm guessing there's people who have played this game, right? Like this, if they're making a video game out of it, they probably have, and they weren't getting bad followers per day. So yes, my guess is this is not a bad game and could have done pretty well for, like, you know, board game adaptations, but they didn't market it, and that trailer is not going to help them. What am I going to guess? 40? Yeah, I'm going to guess 40. They could turn that around though, I think, if they activate the fans of the board game. Moving on to Checkmate Kings, which is for sale for $11.69. Nice, down from $12.99. Developed by Tall Grass Games and Tree Angle Games, and published by the same. Okay, so they were involved. Both studios were involved in development and publishing. Very cool dynamic capsule image that tells us we are, yes, on a chessboard. Checkmate Kings is a high-paced, chess-like multiplayer bullet hell. Wow. We've got a little crown emoji in here. Very classy. Shoot at your opponent, summon chess pieces, dash around the arena, and crush the enemy king. Choose from 8 characters with a unique paint style and conquer the king's gauntlet. Oh boy. That's some cool music. But how does it work? Okay, so we shoot at people. Is that us shooting it? Who's who? Is this multiplayer or single player? I like the art style. I'm gonna mute the music a little bit so I can think. Okay, so it looks like the chess pieces are move continuously, but according to their rules, right? So the bishops will slide around on diagonals, and the rooks will slam into the walls and stuff. It's a cool looking game, but it is not really giving me.
Your king is here.
Are you okay? So you can spawn your own chess. Okay. This one looks neat, but it is also kind of difficult to parse. Great game, really fun to play with friends. Yeah, it does look like a fun party game. Checkmate Kings 2 when? 0.9 patch notes. So this was in early access. I think this is a 1.0 release, but they did not release an update with it, and that's odd. Only 3 reviews. Only 5 people played it at maximum. And the store page went up on July 24th, 2121. So it's been on Steam for some time. They developed only 268 followers, which is not terrible, but it wasn't a particularly good followers per day. Three user reviews. They're all positive, but that's not much. What am I going to guess? 100 maybe? No, I'm going to guess 160. This is another one where it looks cool. It's very competently made. The art is great, but the game itself is weird enough that I think casual observers won't look at it. So again, you need to educate us in how the game plays. Otherwise, people won't take that critical step and go like, yes, this is a game that I want to play. Because if you just look at all of these very rapid cuts, it's hard to say what it means, like, or how it works. Unfortunate. Best of luck, Tallgrass and Triangle Games. Moving on to Cultivation Story, Reincarnation. For sale for $11.49. Developed and published by Chi Entertainment Corp. Cultivation Story Reincarnation is a top-down, pixel art style action roguelike based on cultivation and Chinese mythology. Okay, looks like a cool little action roguelike game. Oh, that's some cool powers. I like that. So it's not quite a bullet heaven game, but you definitely do acquire like some bananas, like projectile attacks and stuff. All right, I'm digging it. Let's see how you did. Very well. So this is got to be a 1.0 release. They've got a Discord. Lots of different upgrades. Very GIF-heavy page, which is good for this kind of game because they've got some really cool-looking GIFs. Early access. Right, so yes, this is a 1.0 release out of early access. I wonder how long it was in early access for. Only 6 months. This is genuinely good. I haven't played enough to know how in-depth it is, but unfortunately you didn't go back and play it again, though a few Populi did. Fun, especially if you're a fan of the cultivation genre, which is not farming, for people who don't know what cultivation is. Cultivation is a particular sort of, forgive me if I get this wrong, but I think it's like a pop mystical storytelling trope where people like improve their spiritual power and become superheroes, kind of. This person is comparing it to Binding of Isaac and has played it for 143 hours. Very respectable. All right, this looks like a very well made little game. Lots of people playing it right now, and a lot of people played it at peak. Very respectable. Store page went up on May 5th, 2022. So they did that in a reasonably small period of time. Got 46,000 wish lists or so, which is very good, and almost 1,000 positive reviews. Very nice. So I'm going to guess probably 60,000 total sales for that one. Excellent work, G Entertainment Corp. I wish you the best. Moving on to Diesel the Pug Warrior. Alright, I'm really hoping this one's cute. It is a game released for free by Joseph Carroll and Brian Kelly and published by Jackson Wood. Help Diesel as he joins forces with his best friend Fred as they try to save the kingdom of Everlyn from the evil Luna and bring peace to the land once more in this adventure RPG. I am guessing this is Diesel. Okay. So this is an RPG where... okay. I love food too, Black Cat. Looks like there's like puzzles as well. Do you only fight the gingerbread man? Do we have other enemies? Or is that the ginger... Okay, no, there's a duck there. Okay, so there are other enemies. This game is designed to be an adventure RPG packed with story and comedy. This game also contains lots of Easter eggs. So I think they're kind of going for like an Undertale sort of thing again. Crow's here. Thanks, Crow. What do you have to say? I'll have to say, Joseph Carroll and Brian Kelly, caw. What on earth did squirrels do to you? You have these dogs outright murder squirrels just trying to protect their nuts. That's very rude. This is a very, very different art style. Is this... This does not appear to be the same game. They are very cute, though. I'm confused. I'm sure these two know what they're doing. So, a couple of people played this. Store page went up on January 8th. Okay, that gets rid of one of my ideas for why there were images with a completely different art style that don't appear to be in the game. I thought, okay, so maybe they put up the store page a long time ago, and with these images as sort of like promotional images, and then they made the rest of the game in the pixel art style, and then they just didn't remove these images. But with a store page that recent, I'm guessing that's not what happened? I don't know. Got one review in language I can't read, but they're both positive, so 2 positive reviews, so a couple of people are checking this out. And 7 followers, so not many. And that the pixel art capsule is probably not helping. I would get whoever made these cute images to make some cute images for your capsule there. What am I going to guess? It is free, so 200? 200 maybe? Yes. I'm going to guess 200. And then we have DickDick Video Converter, which is probably software and is not actually something that I should have on my list. What am I doing here? Well, let's just double check that this is software and it's not a game that has a weird name. Nope, it is just software, so that can go away. Moving on to DzombZ. For sale for $12.91, down from $16.99. Developed and published by Hauri Mohammed Amine, not anime. We have a spooky zombie here. Survive or die. Experience survival horror full of puzzles while escaping between the streets of Algeria after a zombie invasion. Space. Suffer to protect your life in situations never attempt them before with first-person perspective and powerful actions that make it more realistic than ever. That was a cool little flourish gesture. All right, some nice first-person animations here. Okay, we got some spooky zombies, and it looks like we can fight them with axes. The lighting seems very inconsistent. Like, the exterior lighting looks pretty good in some of these shots, but in some of them it looks like the lighting is completely off. That's a cool monster. That's giving me Elden Ring flashbacks, the horrible hand monsters. Okay. The story is about the accident that turns the scales and throw Amine from going to home and having a good sleep into a hell full of struggles that need to survive from space. After waking up in a strange fortune, unable to gauss his position, he okay, so ESL. That's fine. You probably need to get someone who is a primary English speaker to just go over your text and make sure that it is working for you. So is this? Yes, this is an early access review, so these are reviewing this current version of the game. We have 4 positive, 1 negative review. And developed by an independent developer. I liked all stages of the game, especially stage 2. Oh, there's stages. Alright, I thought this might be sort of an open world kind of thing. But no, it looks like there's levels. There's no recurring horror or remarkable repetition. In any case, a game worth buying. Interesting. Alright. So we got 4 players, 5 players peak. Game went up on March 8th. And got 236 followers. So not a great velocity, but not bad. What am I going to guess on this one? I think if they tidy up their text, they could do pretty good. People do like survival horror games. They do like these kind of shooty zombie games. This one looks like it has a lot of content. It's got a lot of different kinds of monsters. You can actually fight them, so it's not just running away. It's not just a walking simulator. What am I going to guess? 600? That's going to be my guess on this one. Moving on to Easy Game. Easy Game is for sale for $3.89, developed and published by M&SG Studio. Easy Game is a platformer game that breaks through the stage to avoid obstacles by stepping on the treadmill. The player aims to avoid various obstacles in the game and finally catch the boss monster. Okay. Press your reset button. Why are you pressing your reset button? What killed you there? You should get hit. Okay, so is this one of the ones where like you use... Okay, you just said you should get hit and this person is demonstrating the opposite. What's going on here? I like the little knight character. They're very cute. Looks like they throw knives. There's little ghost enemies. As you can see, it's easy. That's kind of hard to see because of the Steam window there. So I'm guessing this is the opposite of an easy game. I'm guessing this is a rage game. That will be my guess, based on the fact that it doesn't actually look that easy. No reviews. Went up 17th January. And got 3 followers and 1 positive review. Right, that was 1 positive review. Yes. So, what am I going to guess on this one? I think they might have made it too difficult to tell that this is actually a rage game. Because the capsule image, the pictures and stuff, it's unclear that this is supposed to make you very angry. And this is just me guessing that's what the point of this game is. So, as it stands, I'm going to say 40, but there is always the possibility that a streamer who likes rage games, like Markiplier or I can't remember his name. He's on Trash Taste. He played a whole bunch of Jump King and was entertaining in doing so. Someone, like a Twitch streamer, someone picks it up and makes it popular that way. But if that doesn't happen, it doesn't look like this is going to have much in the way of an organic reach there. And on the off chance that M&SG Studio are watching, you can reach out to streamers before you launch your game, so that like they can play it in the launch window for your game. I would recommend doing that for your next one, which I look forward to see. And right now, we're going to look at El Niru, which is for sale for $1.29, developed and published by Crownbird. El Niru is a very simple game created with pixel art. Alright. I mean, it's very nice pixel art. The witch is extremely cute. She has a fuzzy tail. There's a spooky ghost you're not talking to. I mean, I like these characters. But what are we doing? Climbing down. There's another little spooky ghost guy, but this time he has a hat, who we will ignore and not do anything with. Okay. You will be controlling Lumstia, a witch, to explore the ruins. The game is just a game to enjoy exploring the ruined city. The game is a walking simulator. You will be able to visit the ruins, the tunnel, and the secret room. There are spirits around the ghost town, and you can make a collection of the spirits. There's no story to complete, no concept of clearing stages. It will take 15 minutes. You know, okay. A+ here, Crownbird. This really describes it, right? Like, you made this little simulation-y thing, and you just walk around and explore this cool pixel art place that you made. You know, I'm sold. I think that's really cool. And it looks like some other people think it's cool too. Yeah. Yeah, it's all positive reviews. A bunch of people have played it. And the store page went up on December 27th. For 47 followers and 8 positive reviews. So, what am I going to guess for this one? See, nice positive followers per day here. What are we going to look at for this? I'm going to guess 500 for this one. That's my guess. It is very upfront about what it is and what it is not, and I like that. Moving on to Elohim Eternal, the Babel Code, which is for sale for $10.39, down from $12.99, developed and published by George Alexandros. Congratulations, George Alexandros, as an indie developer, or as a solo developer, for releasing your game. That's a cool capsule image. Explore a vibrant world where ancient religions fuse with technology in this character-driven JRPG. Master deep turn-based combat as you battle with divine magic against beasts with mecha parts. Okay. Embark on a grand adventure to retrieve the sacred Babel code needed to face your gods. Alright, we have an Earthbound-style combat system. So we have like the little heads of the characters down there, and then you select what they do. Lots of different environments. I like the pixel art. This definitely has sort of a biblical theme going on. Alright. Very cute little update characters there. Alright. Still early in the game, you did go back, but I want to recommend this game to anyone who enjoys lore and the story. The game actually rewards learning the lore and exploration by giving you XP for talking to NPCs and finding lore-relevant artifacts in each area. That's a cool idea. Found this to be pretty innovative and refreshing. I agree. The writing and pacing are excellent so far, giving new players a chance to really absorb the setting. If you're bad with vocabulary like I am, a glossary is provided in the beginning of the game with your inventory. Alright, overall, very cool. But I have an unfortunate sensation that this is likely a heartbreaker. A couple of people are playing it. And it went up on... Oh, okay, so the Steam page went up a long time ago. On the 8th of December. 12/8/2021. Yep. But only picked up 98 followers. Poof. So... yeah, this is a heartbreaker. I don't think George Alexandros did much in the way of promotion over time. Yeah, that's a bummer. I know it's like an extraordinary ask when you're making a video game to be like, oh, by the way, also you have to do all this marketing stuff, but also you have to do all the marketing stuff or no one will know about your game, which is unfortunate because it looks like really cool. Like, you made a big RPG, but I can't say I think a lot of people are going to play it. I'm going to guess 200 for this one. Moving on to $44.40. Nope, that's not what I wanted to say. My brain just like completely glitched there. We are looking at Far Far Away, which is for sale for $2.33, down from $2.59, developed and published by Gameron. That's also not the thing I wanted. The marketing's so much work. I know, it's exhausting. It's really, really, it's rough. But if you're a small studio and you have a game that does look really good, like the kind of thing that I would suggest for George is try and consider spending money. Basically, that's the basic thing. There is that you don't have time, so you kind of have to spend money. Like you don't have the personal time to be able to spend a lot of time on marketing. So do as much actual marketing as you can, but also just like put up a bunch of ads on a bunch of different websites, see which ones work, and spend $5 a day on that. Right? Spend $5 a day for 100 days. You spend $500, and maybe you sell 10 times as many games as you would sell here. Right? Yeah, that would be my suggestion. Even if you don't have like the personal bandwidth to do it, if you spend a little money, maybe you can get some people looking at it just because you can buy your way into algorithms. And because your goals are modest, because you only have one or two employees, maybe that would be my recommendation. Moving on to Far Far Away. Fast-paced arena combat with stylized graphics with 2 game modes, battle mode and puzzle mode. Okay. Okay, what are we looking at here? We have a little wizard character who is like attached to a mechanism, and you're firing. I am not parsing what's going on here. If anyone in chat wants to explain what the heck we're looking at here, I would appreciate it. Okay. Far Far Away is a fast-paced, simple hybrid. It's fast-paced, really? Arena shooter and board game in which the player will have to fight as a pawn on the board with a really unique and stylized graphics with minimal game UI. It is very unique, but I think that may be working against you, unfortunately. There are 2 game modes. Okay. So you can both be these weird little pawn things and then shoot wooden discs at each other, I guess. Okay. Oh, let's see the charts. January 15th. Four followers and no reviews. So, this one is definitely running into the comprehensibility problem, I think. There's some other issues as well. The capsule image is quite abstract, like it's just an image of the board, and then we have this purple border around it. The text isn't bad, though it does make me think it's more of a horror game, or like a sort of goofy comedy horror game, than what this is, which looks like... This reminds me of a tank game, right, where you have 2 tanks that are shooting at each other. I think that's what's happening here, except you're 2 little wizards attached to the board by gears, and you're shooting gears at each other. But you should not have to spend 5 minutes trying to figure out what the game is. It's very important to make your game immediately comprehensible, and it does not appear that that is what happened here with Gameron. Gameron, did you make other games? I seem to remember you... Nope, this is your first game. Unfortunate. Okay. As is, I'm going to guess 20 people will play this, because it is very hard to understand what exactly we're looking at. And that is extremely important on a Steam page. So, moving on to FurBalls Racing, which is for sale for $8.91, down from $10.49, developed and published by Michael Marish. And again, Michael Marish, independent indie developer with only one developer. Congratulations on just making a video game. A video game with a really nice capsule image. Okay, FurBalls is a fast-paced platforming racing game that is fun for all kinds of players. Roll, wall jump, spin drift, take shortcuts, and shoot poop? Oh no. As a squishy, fuzzy furball while rushing towards the finish line and avoiding poop. You know, this is giving me Mage Ball vibes. Okay, so it's a marble game where like the conceit is that you're like these little like animal characters who are just sort of spinning as an orb, and it looks like it's kind of Mario Kart, I think. I like the fact that you can like roll around on walls and stuff, and you can jump. This genuinely looks really cool. Hmm. The Moo Moo squishes when he lands. 10 out of 10. I agree. Only takes 10 minutes to see what FurBalls has to offer. If you like the videos and you like this game, the only surprise was that the game isn't played around. The difficulty is cranked even on casual. It's a mixture of Sonic with placement of out-of-the-way springboards. Monkey Ball. Workshopping custom tracks could take this game really far. Maybe an idea for future DLC. I agree. Yeah, if you can make your own tracks or something like this, I think it would be really, it'd be really cool. Okay, let's see the charts. I don't know what CC is saying yes to, but okay. May 1st, 2022. So this was not a quick game to make. Got 46 followers, which is very low. I would expect higher than that. And they got 2 positive reviews, right? Yes. So, again, I think this one probably didn't do a whole lot of promotion, because I think there's a game here that could have been a medium-sized hit, because like the actual mechanics of it look like a lot of fun. Unfortunately, I'm going to guess 200. That will be my guess for that one. Moving on to HAXWARE COMGAM. Or COMGAM? HAXWARE COMGAM. COMGAM? It's a free-to-play game developed by Hacks! And published by Hacks! And I need to cough. Hold on, I mute myself. Yes to Mage Ball vibes. Mage Ball was a game that we were looking at yesterday that was pretty cool looking. Let's see if I can actually say these words now. HAXWARE COMGAM. That is the game we are looking at right now. HAXWARE COMGAM. COMGAM is a free trading card game that you can play that takes place in the HAXWARE universe. Alright? Configure a team of 5 warrior cards and take them online to battle other players around the world to prove that your configured team is the best. Oh, it's a programming game where you can program your little dudes. Interesting idea. It's kind of weird that like most people are just like sort of purple, like people in purple body stockings. What an odd choice. Hacks, have you made other games in the HAXWARE universe? There's a game called Staggered and a game called Blue Pill Glitch. Alright, so as far as we know, HAXWARE is not a thing that exists. The game is so boring, price of $0 is too high. Ouch, U92. Although it's currently missing basically all the features, from what I can tell, they are on the way. Hey Annoying Crow, how are you doing? They're like this mode that's called Brain Factory, and I have no idea what you're supposed to do there, caca. I wonder if it's like making a gummy ship from Kingdom Hearts? You can play as this purple dude called Tem, but the video trailer shows them adding George Floyd. What? I think this is a card auto battler. I think it's an auto battler, but you can control like the character's AIs, but it is not clear. Again, we have something of a clarity problem. We are all living in the HAXWARE universe. I agree. Okay, so a couple of people played it. There's 12 followers. It is free. Went up on this September 27th. Huh, what am I going to guess on this one? 100, maybe? Godspeed, Hacks! I look forward to further entries in the HAXWARE universe. Moving to HELLCARD Prologue, which is a free prologue for a game developed by Thing Trunk and published by Skystone Games. Talking is difficult sometimes. And they have a real one. The full game is coming out in February. Okay, HELLCARD Prologue lets you try both single-player and multiplayer modes of the main game. Descend into the paper dungeons on your own, recruit computer-controlled companions, or join other gamers in fast-paced, tactical card battles against the armies of darkness and the Archdemon himself. Okay, so we have a card battler. Looks like they have nice little card mechanics. I do like the art style and the conceit that it's all like papercraft stuff. That's cool. Okay, this could be cool. I like the mechanics where the battlefield is like split into segments and stuff. Okay. Card roguelike game for a calm and thoughtful passing. What? In which we will go to an unusual dungeon and we'll fight a variety of monsters with unique abilities. Trash lol, I only played it to win a Steam key. Alright, Christian BGP, you do you. This card game roguelike, it's pretty complicated. I played a little bit of singles. Yeah, you played about an hour. But good for its style, very interesting and thoughtful game. So, it looks like people are playing for about an hour. I wonder if there's like a timed cutoff or something for this. Moving to charts. Bunch of people playing it. Very nice. And interesting that a bunch of people are playing it now than they have in followers. So something's going on here. Maybe they managed to get into a festival or something. January 6th. It is free. Okay, so they only have 114 followers on the prologue. Let's see how many followers they had for the actual game. Actual game followers. Yeah, a bunch. A bunch. Okay, so that makes sense. The people who are interested in the main game have come over to check out the prologue. That makes sense. Right, 54 positive reviews. Very nice. 1 negative review by the person who just wanted to key. And what am I going to guess for this? This is just for the prologue. I'm going to guess they probably get 4,000? That'd be my guess. Nice job, Thing Trunk. Moving on. To Kindergarten Secret, which is for sale for $2.99, down from $4.99. Developed by DLRoXDev and published by DLRoX Entertainment. Kindergarten Secret with blood drips. Kindergarten Secret, detective, horror, and puzzle in one game. You'll be able to play as several characters in the frame of one game, complete 20 unique quests, and uncover the main secret of the story. Okay. Puzzle. That wasn't a puzzle you showed us. You just opened a door. Okay, so it seemed like we were going to be going around opening a lot of IKEA furniture. That seems like the primary mechanic. I don't see a monster. If I saw a monster in the trailer, I would say like, hey, put your monster in your capsule image. This looks like a weird dream I had one time. Yeah. Okay, so Steam is recommending Room for Old Sins, which is a escape room game. So I'm guessing that's kind of what it is. It doesn't seem like it's a traditional horror game because there isn't anything you're running away from. Three positive reviews, but all in languages I don't speak, unfortunately. So I'm going to say 3 positive reviews, no negative reviews. And we'll take a quick look at the charts. 3 people played it yesterday. We have 4 followers. So not a ton. And store page went up on the 17th of January. So, based on this, I'm going to guess 200 people, maybe? Moving on. To Kitchen Chaos. Kitchen Chaos is released for free by Endless Loop Studios and Code Monkey, and published by Endless Loop Studios. Note this is a learning project. Learn how to build this game. The customers are hungry. It's up to you to fill them up with all kinds of interesting interactions. This is a learning game. So it's very much Overcooked, like what we're looking at, but I guess it's a course? This is a learning project. This is the final game created by following my free YouTube course. Huh. It is fun to play and also to learn how it is built. The game itself is a simple cooking simulator. Make as many orders before the time runs out. I mean, it's very much just Overcooked. Those are the Overcooked mechanics. Best part of the game is actually the finished product for a Unity tutorial. You can actually cook up this game for yourself. This is a very clever idea. Alright, not a bad idea there. I wonder... Like, what's interesting about this one is that this game is not the product, right? The product is the course. So this game is kind of just an advertisement for the course, but is also... Interesting. Game went up on the 13th of January. Got 59 followers. And a couple of reviews, right? How many reviews do we see? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 positive reviews. Hard to guess on this one. I think that even if you... I mean, it's free, right? So probably people will check it out, but... This is the first time I've seen a game used as an advertisement, and I don't hate it. I think it's very cool. Okay, 600? 600, that's my guess. I mean, it could easily get more, right? Very healthy followers per day. This just hasn't been up for very long. So I'm going to be really interested to see how this one does. I'm putting in 600 because that's my guess, but man, I have no idea. Okay, we're going to Legend of Nazera War as our next game, which is for sale for $6.49. Developed and published by Coalition of Gamers, Geeks, and Nerds, as well as Zygobot. Tower Defense adventure where you recruit heroes and use them to take down the corruption. Neat. Okay, so we have a tower. And you can spawn people to fight the creeps. Okay, clash with the enemy. Is that... Entertaining choice to, like, pick 2 games where you lose. So, yeah, this is a tower defense game where instead of building towers, you are, like, summoning dudes. I think we saw a game like that a couple of days ago. It's in early access, and there's no reviews. Let's take a look at the charts. 5 followers. Does not look like anyone played this, and it went up on December 17th, 2022. So, if I had to offer suggestions, I would say that probably the capsule doesn't tell us anything about what's going on in the game, right? We don't see the... I think the tower is here, but it's off to the side. This kind of makes it look like maybe a survival game, or probably because it's got legend and a proper noun in the title, probably a role-playing game. So people who click on this capsule because they like it will come here and find it's a tower defense game and be disappointed. And people who are looking for tower defense games will not find it because this does not look like a tower defense game. So 5 followers, no reviews. I am going to guess 20 for that one. Moving on to Natural Spirit, which is $11.49 and developed and published by Ori Gaming Studio. Natural Spirit is a third-person adventure game where you play as the Shiba Yukito to help the spirit Aura to save the Tree of Life from a certain death that would doom us all. Well, you are definitely a Shiba, who is a very good dog. Look at you being a very good dog. You run around. We've got some light platforming. Looks like we're dodging bad stuff. And occasionally, we are an orb. Well, personally, I don't think I would play this game because I cannot deal with the idea of dogs being in peril, but it looks extensive. I'll say that. Like, there's lots of different stuff going on here. Once upon a time, somewhere in the forgotten area, unknown to man, a majestic and unique tree is the guardian of all life on Earth. The Tree of Life has special powers and draws its energy from the 4 elements that make up our world. Okami meets Goat Simulator? I don't think it's Goat Simulator because it's not like, you're not just sort of like messing about. Let's look at the charts. September 9th. Was it 21 or 22? It was 22. They picked up only 15 followers, which is low for this kind of game, right? Like, we didn't see many enemies. We didn't see a lot of, like, non-just running and jumping stuff in this game. So I think that it probably wouldn't have picked up a ton of followers, but I have a feeling that with only, like, 0.1 followers per day, which is about 1 wishlist per day, they probably weren't doing a lot in the way of promotion. Because I think you could promote this game. You have a Shiba Inu in it. They're the most photogenic of creatures. As it stands, I'm going to guess 40 people play this one. That's my guess. Moving on to Naturia. Or Naturia, maybe? Not sure. For sale for $12.99, developed and published by GameTech. Discover nature and survive with what you can find in this environment. Alright. So we've got some survival mechanics. What do? Do we punch tree to get wood? Nope, we just pick up wood from the ground. Nice. Alright. Picking stuff up. Oh, there's a little mushroom. So do we have building mechanics in this game? Normally you would show me building mechanics for this kind of game. Oh, looks like there's a tractor. Are you just going to show gathering for the whole trailer? Okay, so we got building now. Alright, cool. 2 minutes into this trailer, they're showing us the building mechanics. Alright, giving me kind of Fallout 4 vibes for the building mechanics. And there's a Quonset hut in the woods. Okay. You'll have to survive managing your hunger, thirst, and stamina. Collect a number of plants that can help you. There's an encyclopedia, and that's it. It seems like it's just a survival game. There's no mystery. There's no twist to it. And so that, I think, is going to be challenging because it means that there's no real hook. 1 negative review. Okay. So let's see if your charts are illuminating. October 26th, 2022. Cool. And they got 40 followers. So they had a couple of wish lists. What am I going to guess for this one? I think I'm going to guess 40. That's going to be my guess. I'm going to guess 40 for that one. All right, moving on. to Nurtured Human Plan Metadate! Exclamation mark. By a company that I cannot pronounce. For sale for $3.49, down from $4.99. I'm a little nervous about this one. Pixel Beauty Girl Raising Game. Let's take it as the author's personal delusion. What? Training plan issued to you by the organization. And then there are just numbers. I was not expecting a screen like this in this game. Can provide reason guidance. Okay, don't understand this one at all. Personal production of the Pixel Beautiful Girl Love Raising Game. There are 3 language options, simplified Chinese, English, and Japanese. This is a romance racing plus light combat game. In the game, you need to complete the tasks issued by the agency within 100 actions. Collect 500,000 points. You need to develop your 5-dimensional attributes, which affect your... Okay. 1 negative review. Let's take your charts. January 17th. And 11 followers. So not terrible followers for today. I'm going to say that I don't understand this one because I don't speak Chinese. I think there's something going on here that might be kind of interesting, but because I don't speak Chinese, I don't get it. Like this one just leaves me very confused. What the plan is at all, I have no idea. So I'm still gonna guess maybe 40 because I don't understand. Who knows? Who knows on this one? I hope the people who would like Nurtured Human Plan Metadate find it and enjoy it. Moving on to Paperback Adventures, which is for sale for $15.59, down from $19.49, developed by several people. Tim Fowers, Jeff Krause, Sky Larson, and Alex Krause. So we have another family game with some friends. All right, we got a developer playthrough. Very nice. I think we have another card game. Combine word wizardry and superior strategy. In this roguelike deck-building adventure, craft a unique deck of letter cards throughout each journey. Collect rewards from your victories, and each adventure unlocks new cards. Okay, so this is a roguelike deck builder and Scrabble, I think. Yeah, that seems to be it. What a clever idea. I really like this idea. Okay, it's in early access. We have some updates. Combine word wizardry. Spell a word with the letter cards available to you in every battle. The cards will influence your defensive and offensive power for that term, but choose your words carefully. The first and last letter of your word, depending on the way you lay your cards, will have the biggest impact. Because every card in your deck is also a letter, your deck building decisions also affect your word crafting capabilities. Honestly, one of the better roguelike deck building games out there, and I don't even like word games. The turns are super thinky, even when the enemy is swinging with some insane amount of damage. It always feels like there's a solution if you can just puzzle it out. That's like a really strong review. I like that. I played the board game a couple of times. Oh, this is modified from a board game. Remember Bookworm Adventures? This is better and more complex game with the same genre. Okay, so it looks like they're doing some promotion because we have a bunch of people who are reviewing the game because they got sent keys. Highly addictive game, having a blast playing it. Love the physical board game. All right, very cool. Unfortunately, doesn't look like they've had any like non. All right, a couple of people are playing it, and a big spike of people today. So I think they're doing a lot of promotion today. 1st of October. They picked up 139 followers, which is just over like what I would consider my bare minimum in terms of followers per day to be successful. I'm going to give them all of their reviews. So this is 7 reviews. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, I'm going to say 7 positive. What am I going to guess on this one? 400? Maybe? It looks really cool. Alright, moving on. To Postmouse, which is a free game created by the Critics Collective and published by the Animation Workshop. Postmouse. Join Post... It is a game about being a mouse and delivering mail. Yes! I'm real jazzed for this. Excellent. Join Postmouse on their very first journey to deliver mail in a treacherous world unfit for a tiny mouse. Explore the ruins, meet charming characters apparently drowned to death. Good God. Meet charming characters and solve puzzles on your way through an abandoned mansion in this free student-made adventure. Hey, it is the Animation Workshop. I was like, the Animation Workshop, isn't that an animation school? And it is. All in one small mouse-sized package. Well, this looks delightful. Ignoring the part where you drowned horribly. Look at how cute they are. Excellent work, all the students at the Animation Workshop, and making this one. Very nice. It is free. Fun little adventure game with great world building and fun little puzzles. 100% a game I'm going to have the younger ones of my family play. Nice. And it's about an hour long, which is fantastic for a student project. Very good game. The environment is very pretty, and the parkour and puzzles aren't that hard. The ending is very wholesome and intense. I hope you don't drown. 1 hour. So yeah, this looks like it's about an hour long and looks very adorable. I am extremely charmed. A bunch of people are playing it. January 17th. So it feels weird to like critique the marketing of a free student game, but I'm gonna. The reason why is that this is kind of marketing for the students, right? They're gonna all have their names in the credits on this, and releasing a game and having it be a game that people are looking at and talking about is a fantastic way to get jobs in the industry. If you're an animator and you have a cool game under your belt and you can say, yes, I animated that adorable mouse, people will be like, yes, please come and animate our adorable mice and or horrible monsters or whatever. So I think the Animation Workshop, once you have like your concepts and stuff solidified, you kind of have to, you got to put up your Steam page earlier, because look at your followers per day. It's by far the highest per day, but you know, these students were probably working on this for 4 or 5 months, and they probably had like concept art and stuff that you could have put up in September last year, and they would have a lot more people playing their game. I mean, I do think that a lot of people are going to play their game, but yeah, I'm going to guess 1,000 is probably the top end for that. But I hope I'm wrong, and I hope that everyone ends up talking about Postmouse because it looks really cute. Moving on to Secret Diaries, Manage a Manor. For sale for $12.74, down from $16.99. Developed by SQRT3 and published by Gamehouse. Help Jane decide what she truly wants before it's too late. Okay, so this is giving me strong mobile port vibes. There is a mobile art style that is very noticeable here. It is very cute and well made. Oh no, he disappeared. Okay, so what is the actual gameplay here, though? Show me that. Okay. So this is sort of like a cooking game, I think. Yes, it is a cooking game where you have to like assemble things out of ingredients and then give them to the people who want them. Interesting choice. To receive her mysterious inheritance, Jane, a maiden too bright for her time, must find a husband before the season ends. This is no easy feat. In a new environment, she must not only earn an impeccable reputation and learn how to live in high society, but she must also see through the many plots unfolding before her. Huh. There are 5 minigames. Okay. A couple of people are playing this. Store page went up on December 22nd, 2022. We have only 26 followers and no reviews. So things that are noticeably mobile ports tend to do badly on Steam, but I do think that Gamehouse may have kind of abandoned this one by not doing any promotion. Lose my voice, hold on. Better. What am I going to guess for this one? I'm only going to guess 60. Which is too bad, because it does look like a good game, but I think they probably did pretty well on mobile with that. Next game is Simnetzero, which is a free-to-play game developed by Bogenschneider and published by Simnetzero. So I think this is the first time I've seen a game named after a publisher. Simnetzero is a realistic turn-based simulation that allows you to progress to the year 2050 and transform the world's energy sectors to renewable sources. You select projects and technologies, build factories, subsidize alternative fuels and electric vehicles with the goal of net zero emissions. Neat. Realistic turn-based simulation. Okay, so what are we actually doing in the game, though? Okay, it seems like a management style game. This is a very, very long trailer. This is 11 minutes long. It looks like a very sparse management kind of game. Interesting. No reviews. 4 people playing it. And it was put up on January 17th. Picked up 10 followers and no reviews, but it is free to play, so maybe people will play it. I assume that this is a game created for political purposes to try to get people to think about climate change. I'm going to guess 100 people will review that based on absolutely nothing. Or 100 people will play it based on nothing. Best of luck, Simnetzero. Moving on to Space Escaper. Space Escaper is for sale for $1.16, down from $1.29, developed and published by Pixel Space Studio HK. It's a pixel art space shooter that has some other ways to help defeat enemies besides just shooting and bombing them directly. Different abilities to help you avoid damage or defeat enemies. You also can upgrade your aircraft to defeat powerful enemy. Alright, very upfront about what it is. The letters on the side are confusing. What are the letters on the side? You're picking up letters. We're very zoomed in for a space game. Like, we're very large on screen. It's also a bit hard to keep track of who the player character is. Okay. Oh, okay, the letters are actually different guns. So I think that as you kill things, you pick up new objects that you can use. Alright, cool. So it's kind of asteroids, kind of horde survival, kind of. Types of ammo power-ups. Yes, you're right. January 12th. Picked up 5 followers. Probably. What am I gonna guess on this one? No reviews. I'm gonna guess 40 people play that one. Best of luck, Pixel Space Studio HK. Moving on to Space Mechanic Simulator Prologue for free, developed by Atomic Jelly and published by Atomic Jelly and Play by SA. We have another Prologue. Space Mechanic Simulator Prologue is a developer prelude. I always find that really disorienting when that happens. Is a story prelude to the full version, which will introduce you to the world of cosmic core players, greedy corporations, and cutting-edge technology. I wonder if, like, saying right up front, hey, this is a prelude, is the better option, or if the better option would have been to just put your original text here, and then at the end of that say, this is the prelude, this is a free demo or something like that for the first game or something, or this is a free prelude containing the first level or something like that. I genuinely don't know which is better. All right. I mean, this appears to be what it says on the tin. You're in space and you're repairing stuff. You have a variety of tools and you fly around in space, which is always fun. About the game is an introduction to a world where you have to face many problems, look for solutions, and achieve the impossible, all spiced up with a compelling story. The action of the prologue takes place before the start of the full game. Ah, that's interesting. So this is not just sort of like the first level. This is a specific level created for the prologue. That's very cool. I'm confused that you're always using the same tool for this. Like, I would expect that this game would be like, you gotta, like, you know, switch to your spanner to do spanner stuff, and then switch to your screwdriver to screw stuff in and things. The fact that you're using one tool for all of this is a little weird. The space mechanics look pretty good. Tourist simulator, I'd rather do them IRL. Well, whatever you do, don't become like the crow. Hi, crow again. I was thinking that it was like No Man's Sky controls, where shift will make your spaceship go faster. The shift button is actually brakes. All right. There's a stream going on right now. Space Mechanic Simulator. It looks like a good space simulator. Yeah. All right. They're giving away very little information on that page about like what the story of the main game is. So again, I'm not sure if that's like the best choice for that. I'm not sure. A couple of people have played this. They picked up quite a few followers. This is just for the prologue. I'm guessing that their main game is going to do pretty good based on getting that many for just the prologue. Did I get that right? Did I remember what I was actually looking at there? May 15th. There we go. They picked up 100. Few and 4 positive, 2 negative. Well, I'm going to guess they're going to get to 2,000 off of this. I also do want to take a look at their main game and just see how many followers they have for this one. Quite a few. They have 9,000, and wow, this has been in development for a very long time. Like off the charts, long time. So, based off of that, I would say like it's good to see that they're still active. I'm guessing this game is just taking a long time to make. So I would not expect necessarily that all of these followers will convert in the way that more recent followers would. Still, 2,000, very decent. I'm not gonna change my choice there. Moving on to the Backrooms, our Backrooms game for today. The Backrooms Nightmare Dimension is for sale for $8.99, developed and published by Claws Dev. All right, we have, I believe, an AI synthesized capsule, which is a good capsule, but it has the feeling of an AI one. The Backrooms Nightmare Dimension is a co-op online horror game with up to 4 players, where you and your friends take on the roles of soldiers who are part of the SCP Foundation, with a mission to eliminate the mysterious entities found in the infamous place called the Backrooms. Okay, so this is mixing the SCP Foundation stuff with the Backrooms. curiously, this doesn't really look that much like the Backrooms. Like the iconic imagery of the Backrooms is not here. Also, where are the monsters? You see dudes with guns running. Dudes with guns running. Dudes with guns running. Are those enemies? No, they just look like toys. So, what does that tell me? Why are you not showing us your, why are you not showing us your enemies? Okay, the game only has one map, which can be sprinted through in about 4 minutes once you've gone through it once. I played through it 3 times in less than an hour. It's an asset flip with no redeeming qualities. The guns aren't really needed since you can just outrun the enemies, and the most difficult part of the game took about 2 minutes to figure out, and once you know it, it's just a momentary pause in any other playthrough. The map doesn't change, has no real difficulty level. It plays, looks, and sounds like a tech demo of a game someone would want to make, with only level being an example of what they wanted to do more of. Don't buy this for $7 now. Wait and see if they add more maps. It's not an early access, so I wouldn't count on them adding more maps. It's a very harsh review, but I can't see it contradicted by what we're seeing in the marketing materials. It does look fairly simple, though there were enough different environments that I thought maybe there were multiple levels. But if they're all in kind of the same area, that would also be an explanation. Came out on January 17th. So no positive, 1 negative, and 23 followers. So this one's kind of a bummer, because I think that they could have done something cool here. What am I going to guess? At the current price, I'm going to guess maybe 100 people check it out. That's going to be my guess. All right, moving on to the King's Dilemma Chronicles, for sale, or on sale, for $19.49, developed and published by Big Trouble. Lead the King's Council for generations as the consequences of your decisions decide the kingdom's resources and political standing. Form alliances, solve dilemmas, and prepare for the final uprising that was foretold by an ancient prophecy. With 15 positive reviews. That's pretty healthy. I like the map. I like the art style. Capsule is very strong. I like the integration of the maze into the design. Okay. Do we welcome High Sidora, the alleged witch, at court? Interesting. So the trailer isn't really showing much in the way of what we're actually going to be doing, but I think we do interact with this map, right? This kind of looks like we're actually playing the game there. Huh. All right. In this one, I'm still left kind of okay, but what is the game, right? We're seeing some of the mechanics, but they are too complex to easily parse. However, the overall level of polish here is extremely high. So I think that you can get away with being a little confusing about exactly what the game is going to end up being, if you just look like you know what you're doing in every other way, right? People will give you the benefit of the doubt if you have gorgeous artwork, and what is clearly high effort production, if they're a little bit ambiguous about what they're going to do. Now, they're very clear that this is a game about playing a king and making decisions and all of that, so that's all clear. It's just the actual mechanics that are a little bit fuzzy, at least for me, based on what we're seeing. Okay, so here we go. We're actually getting the explanation here. Explore the map of Ankist and see the kingdom's problems currently at hand. Choose one, and the council will be summoned to make a decision. Do we send help to people hit by famine? Should we wage war against the northern tribes raiding the villages across the border? The houses will cast their votes, aye or nay, based on their personal interests and political stance. At that point, you might decide to influence the vote, spending your house's finances to corrupt members of the council, or consuming some the limited power points you are given for the rule of each king. Okay, that's kind of cool. So you're trying to, you don't necessarily get to control what the decision is. You have to expend resources like money or power to control which way the decision goes. This looks cool. What are the reviews saying? Nice change of pace. The game runs flawlessly, no bugs to speak of. However, the choices don't seem to matter. Ooh, that's not good. Your house's objectives seem more like a way to occupy your mind than win the game. The council member manipulation seems like a great concept, but has little impact. Overall, the game feels like it plays itself. Did play it for 5 hours though, so there's at least enough here to like keep you. Hi area, thanks. After 2 playthroughs, it feels like I have a decent idea of the game. It's an exceptionally poorly designed game. Oh, that's too bad. With occasionally great writing, but incredibly disjointed narrative and totally pointless gameplay. Woof. Are other people agreeing? Great, good, but let's check out some positive reviews and see if they're making similar complaints. Played through twice in 3 hours, very short. The game is similar to something like Rain, where you have to toss all different columns like knowledge, money, but the decisions themselves can end up leading you down separate paths. The main issue is honestly how the dethrone abdication mechanic works. It's fine as a board game, but here in a video game, it turns the entire thing into just picking the option that gives you the column that you need. Okay. So, mixed reviews. Bunch of people playing it. Game went up on July 16th, 2022. Huge promotion spike here. I'm guessing they probably got into one of the festivals that happened last week, maybe? Bunch of additional followers. Right, because like within the last, from January 24th, it went from 800 to 1,600 followers. They doubled their follower count in the last week. Still mostly positive reviews. There's a couple of negative ones though. Very healthy followers per day. So Big Trouble, we're not shirking on marketing, I don't think. What am I going to guess for this one? I am going to guess 3,000, I think. That's my guess. Moving on. To Truck Simulator Ultimate 3D, which is for sale for $1.09, down from $1.29. Developed by Yusuf Islam Sayan and Samadakar, and published by Inspector Studios. We have seen these two before, I think. Yes, these two are the ones who have been making all of the rather strange driving games that have come out in the last few days. Right, so they made Bus Simulator Car Driving, which was an entertaining look at last week. So this seems to be a similar kind of idea. Complete all truck game missions as a good truck driver in the city. I wonder if this is the same city as Bus Simulator Car Driving. Well, yeah, I mean, it seems like you can recolor your truck in this one. I don't think you could recolor your bus in the previous one. Moving on, players who experience the legendary American truck game deliver various cargoes. Okay, I assume Dr. Doctor says, hands down the best game I've ever played. Amazing graphics, amazing feel behind the wheel, love it. Release Truck Simulator Ultimate 3D 2 already. Alright, cool. Only played it for 5 minutes though, so maybe they have very little experience with video games. Moving on to their charts. They put this up on January 15th. Got 12 followers and 1 positive review. I am going to guess 80 people try this one out. That's my guess. Moving on to Whackerball. Whackerball is for sale for $4.99, developed and published by Fool's Room. Whackerball is a twin-stick shooter roguelite with breakout-inspired mechanics. Use your paddle to keep your ball airborne and dodge enemy bullets as you defeat waves of enemies. Okay. Okay. It's kind of hard to keep track of the ball. I guess that's kind of the difficulty in the game, right? You have to try and keep track of the ball. All right, cool. I mean, this one is very comprehensible, right? You can tell exactly what's going on. Mind you, that could be because many of us have played Breakout before. Moving on, just like your other games, some more ability to change my controls and access to information would be nice. I love Flirt. This is such a cool concept, by the way. Way too difficult. It does look really difficult. Like this game looks like it would be tricky to play, to keep track of all of that stuff. Because Breakout is already difficult when you're just keeping track of a ball and a paddle. Highly recommend the little indie game. Awesome concept, executed to perfection. Nice and easy game. This is coming from someone who plays Toho quite often. Yeah, it looks very bullet helly. Fool's Room, what have you made before? You made Flurp. You made Flurp last year. Found up hordes of enemies in an arcade. Huh. Okay, so they've made similar, like, sort of tower defense-y kind of games before with the same kind of art style. All right, wait, how did Flurp do? Flurp did really nicely. Very nice. Whackerball, looks like they were getting very reasonable followers per day. Okay. Went up on December 22nd. No, December 2nd. One day I'll learn to read. Right. So, Whackerball got 4 positive, 2 negative. And picked up 17 followers. Okay, so it would feel very strange to give this similar numbers to their previous game, because their previous game did really well. So I actually want to see the numbers for their previous game. Flurp. Flurp, show me your numbers. A lot more people are playing Flurp than they're playing Whackerball, even though Whackerball just came out. And massive jump in followers. Okay, so Flurp had a roughly similar time between setup and launch, I think. Oh no, it was released on the 9th of September. Yeah, so it had a very short period before launch, and then it really picked up. So I don't think that they're going to repeat this, unfortunately. Not that I think that this is a worse game, but this really, really huge surge here looks like they got picked up by an influence or something. They had a bunch of Twitch viewers. But they already had a bunch of players. So a bunch of people came in and played this. And September 9th is when they released it. So they only had 21 followers when they released, which is roughly the same as the amount that they have for Whackerball. So I might be wrong. They could very easily repeat this and sell 5 to 10,000 copies, or maybe more if Playtracker and SteamSpy are correct. Very hard to say. I hope that they pull this off again, but I am going to be more conservative on this one. I am going to say 1,000, I think. That's my guess. And I hope I'm wrong, and I hope Fool's Room has another big success. Because it looks cool. It just looks really hard. Moving on to our final game for today, which is Zombies Rocket Boom Boom, which is for sale for $2.99, down from $4.99. Developed by Atomic Fabric and Christian Manolaki. We've seen these two before if you've been watching the show. Welcome in this casual game of Zombies Rocket Boom Boom. 27 levels, limited numbers of rockets, difficult situations to shoot. So you're shooting zombies. It's like a timing puzzle game based on shooting rockets at the right time to get through these little spinny platforms. Atomic Fabric has made... What did you guys make? You made a bunch of the other stuff. Right. So, yes, they made Eastern European Bus Simulator, Eastern European Train Simulator, and Just One, as well as Snake Robot, Umbrella Escape, Zombies in Metropolis, and Kung Fu School, all of which I have looked at. So I don't quite know what these two are doing, but they're certainly releasing a whole lot of games in January this year. I wonder if they have another one that's coming out tomorrow. Anyway, let's have a big bundle of all of their games, and nobody played it. I do wonder if this is genuinely trying to make money, or if they're doing some kind of challenge, like can we make a game every day or something like that, right? If it is doing that, it's an expensive challenge because it costs $100 to get a Steam ID. I'm gonna guess 10 people try this because it looks like a mobile game, and those don't tend to do particularly good on Steam. And that is it for the Steam games that came out on the 30th of January 2023. Thank you everybody for hanging out. And yeah, I think that's it for me. Oh wait, no, hold on. Ignore this because I have not looked at the red light games. I think there's only one red light game for the moment, but I have not put down the tags. Let's see the tag data. I don't find this particularly useful. Most of the time, it doesn't really tell me that much. Wait, what just happened there? Thanks, Numata. This is fighting me right at the end here. Come on now. There we go. Now you let me split it. So, single player wins again. Indie is our second one with Casual. Casual in third place, 2D in fourth, and Action in fifth. We had like 2 games that were kind of horror, but not really horror today. But we have 3 games flagged as psychological horror. All right. That's it. I hope you have a lovely day, everybody. See ya.